I think the timing is wrong for Mark Golding to be in the position of leadership. Just like gone on YouTube, figure bring some new food. Hello people, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, a special welcome to you. I ask that you check out the rest of my videos. If you like what you see, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, but more than anything, I'm asking that you subscribe to the channel. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and congratulate Andrew Holness and the Jamaican Labour Party for winning the next general election. Yes, you heard me right. So I'm going out on a limb, meaning I'm taking a risk here, kind of more of a 70-30, 70 on my side that the Jamaican Labour Party will win the next general election, and more of a 30% reserve that they might not win general elections. So, in other words, I have a very strong feeling that Andrew Holness and the Jamaican Labour Party already have the next general election in the bag. Why? It is obvious. There is just conflict after conflict after conflict in the People's National Party. I did do a video the last time when Peter Phillips was stepping down, that conflict, the internal conflict in the People's National Party for who should take over as the president of the People's National Party, that should just be more of a in-house type thing, you know, but they had one MP going against the next MP, and there was like some hard feelings being carried, and, you know, the tension was high, and it was just an ugly sight. But for the Jamaican Labour Party, that was a good thing, because, you know, Jamaicans are no longer in the dark ages, and when they see the People's National Party so unorganized, if they can't come to terms with themselves, they definitely are not in the position to lead the country, and that works in the favor of the Jamaican Labour Party. So Peter Phillips did step down and Mark Golding took over the reign. I'm gonna say some things about Mark Golding, and a lot of people may not like what I'm about to say, but this is my platform, this is my opinion, and Jamaica is my country, my nationality, and I hope that you guys find some logics into what I'm saying when I get there. I'm going to say something about Mark Golding, why I find him not the best candidate to lead the People's National Party, but I'll get to that in a minute. Let me discuss the chaos. But we need to find a word for what's going on in the People's National Party at the moment. 4 of its top men walked with immediate effect of their resignation. When 4 of your top men decided that they're just gonna step off because, for whatever reason, if 4 of your top people is just gonna walk away like that, it is transparent that there is not any unification in the People's National Party. And if there's no unification in the People's National Party, it shows a failed party. It shows a failing party, or maybe you could call it already failed. The People's National Party is definitely not doing well, and its image is not good. And for that reason, I say congratulations to Andrew Holness and the Jamaican Labour Party for winning the next general election. I'm talking about the one in the future. You know, so the key word here is the next general election. Why? Mark Golding and his comrades, they're handing it to Andrew Holness. I mean, there is no unity. There is obvious conflict among you guys. And it seemed like you guys couldn't agree to disagree. Peter Bunting wanted to take over the reign. I remember when Peter Phillips was leaving, there was some chaos there. I thought you guys kind of like got your blank together, and the People's National Party was gearing up to take on Andrew Holness and the Jamaican Labour Party in the next general election, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Let me tell you about my feeling towards Mark Golding. And before I address it, because I say it's a delicate line I'm about to tread here, but I'm not going to hold my tongue. I'm going to say exactly how I feel. Jamaica, our motto, which we take full pride in, is out of many, we are one people. It means that we have Chinese Jamaican, we have Indian Jamaican, we have white Jamaican, but everybody knows that the majority of Jamaican nationals are black skin, clear African descendants. Mark Golden is a Jamaican, undoubtedly. I will not say anything to try to discredit his nationality. Mark Golden and all other Jamaicans that look like Mark Golden are Jamaicans. They are not less Jamaican than I am because I am of a different shade of color. So that's what I want to make clear. Mark Golden, in my eyes, is 100% Jamaican, and he deserves to have the full rights just like any other Jamaican. However, considering the past that we're coming from in Jamaican politics with Edward Seaga and Michael Manley and their appearances, they both look like white people. As much as legally they're Jamaican, they both look like white people. And considering the era that we were coming from, which was the cane fields and the orange fields, the slave masters over us. When Edward Seaga and Michael Manley had the reins, it seemed as if we didn't step too far away from the Queen and the whole enslavement. So Jamaica developed this mentality as white Jamaicans are superior over black Jamaicans. I'm not saying Mr. Golden thinks that or any white Jamaican thinks that. I'm just saying the transition of power from Busterman to the Michael Manley to Edward Seaga still left that feeling in the air when it comes to Jamaican nationals, that white people, light skin, curly hair, are more superior to us, and they should be the leaders and they should be the business owners and so on and so forth. Now that Jamaicans have evolved intellectually and the internet and technology has created this window of seeing the world through a wider scope, let's use the geographic location of the United States of America and Jamaica, which is not far, and the Black Lives Matter movements that's going on in the United States of America. That air has transited itself to Jamaica, meaning we in Jamaica, we're not really facing that racism and that prejudice and that oppression as the black Americans. But what I'm saying is we are aware that black is seen under one light and white is seen under another light, despite your nationality. What I'm saying is, if a regular Jamaican, if Andrew Olney should walk down the streets of Brooklyn and Mark Golden should walk down the streets of Brooklyn and let's say nobody knew who they were, it's two different reactions you would get, even though they're equally Jamaicans. So what I'm saying is, image-wise, I think the timing is wrong for Mark Golden to be in the position of leadership, because Mark Golden would then go on, let's say he was elected Prime Minister of Jamaica. He would then go on to represent Jamaica as the leader of Jamaica in the US White House, with the United Nations, so on and so on and so forth. In this day and age, as much as diplomacy is exercised in these circles, it's just not the color that you're expecting to see. Again, I'm not taking anything away from Mr. Golden. I'm just saying at this time and the temperature of the world, it's just not the color you're expecting to see when you think of the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And that is an advantage that Andrew Olney have over Mark Golden, his complexion, his appearance. I don't believe in my heart that I hold one bone of racism. No, people are people in my opinion. But I was happy when PJ Patterson became Prime Minister because he looked like me. He looked like most Jamaicans that I know. Again, I know white Jamaicans, I know Indian Jamaicans, but from where we're coming from, what I'm saying is it has left a footprint, it has left a template in Jamaica where white Jamaicans or Indian Jamaicans or anything other than black Jamaicans are seen as superior over us. And like I say, with the proximity of Jamaica and the United States of America and the Black Lives Matter and all that's going on, and white and black and white, I think the timing right now is not the best timing for Mark Golden to become the leader of the People's National Party. I just believe that it may scare some people who have experienced the Edward Seaga or the Michael Manley era, and they might just have their reservation. Again, this is a new age, this is a new time, and we should be seeing things on a neutrality. I wish it was that easy, but it is just not that easy. I'm gonna say, if my opinion was asked of the People's National Party, what I think the best movement is, I would say to Mr. Golden, do not lead. Be a deputy prime minister, if that is still a position in Jamaica politics. I haven't heard much about that. Or just be something else, you know, be a regular minister. Horace Chang, he looks Asian Jamaican, but I see Horace Chang as a Jamaican, 100%. Carl Samuda, he looks white. But Carl Samuda, in my opinion, is 100% Jamaican. So it's nothing that I have against the People's National Party. What I'm saying is, if Carl Samuda or Horace Chang should take over the reins of the Jamaica Labour Party, I think in this time, in this day and age, they would lose stride just because of their complexion. Well, we would like to think that people don't see color, but people do. You know, it's just the way it is. People see color. It's not that Jamaicans want to see color. It's just that the American press, everything is racism. Everything is prejudice. Everything is black, white. And America is like this stage that Jamaica looks up to. And the truth to be told is there is an unbalanced treatment in the United States of America when it comes to black and white. And when you're in the United States of America, if you're black, you're just black. Nobody care if you're Jamaican or African or St. Vincent or wherever, you know. They first see your color, and, you know, you do get treated just because of how you look. So again, it was a delicate area I tread, but it's just my personal opinion, you know. So nothing but love for my white Jamaicans. Nothing but love for my Asian Jamaicans. Nothing but love for my Indian Jamaicans. We are all Jamaicans. I love and embrace our motto of out of many, we are one people. And indeed we are. But politics in Jamaica, it's not only a Jamaican thing. The minute you go into politics, it becomes an international thing. You are being viewed internationally, worldwide, globally. So I love to hear the feedback of my subscribers. I love to hear the feedback of people who are just passing through on the channel. But that's what I think, you know. So I think the People's National Party is desperately in need of help if they're going to stand any chance in the next general election. Because if they keep on this path that they are, Andrew Holness and the Jamaican Labour Party just going to have win after win after wins. After all, Andrew Holness is not doing a bad job comparing to previous leaders of Jamaica. He is a modern prime minister, and that's why I like Andrew Holness at the moment. But at the same time, as much as I like Andrew Holness, if he slips up, I call him out on it, in which he have in the past. Anyway, one more thing I want to touch before I leave. I recently saw a coverage in Onyx Garden. This is the area known as Jungle, where I believe a child was shot and killed in this area. And I heard a female made a comment to the news reporter, and I just thought, Jamaicans need to be more educated where politics is concerned. You understand? Because her comment was, so-and-so died, and we don't see Mark Golden down here yet. And because when I see him, if him not come down there, we not go vote for him. It's the wrong statement. It was the wrong statement. Why? Mark Golding is the leader of the People's National Party. I know that Jungle is a PNP stronghold, but Andrew Holness is the Prime Minister of Jamaica at the moment. So the People's National Party are not in power. And what Jamaicans need to understand, as much as Jungle is a PNP stronghold, if the PNP loses the election, Andrew Holness is your Prime Minister. So Andrew Holness, or the people, or the Jamaican Labour Party member who runs that constituency, that's who you should be sending that message to. You know, you should be saying, if Holness don't come down and say something, or whoever, the JLP ministries don't come down, but Mark Golding, okay, maybe if Mark Golding is the member of parliament for that area and he won that seat, okay, that has some value. But at the same time, people, if you are from Tivoli Gardens, Denham Town, which is JLP stronghold, and the People's National Party wins, the leader of the People's National Party is your Prime Minister. If you are from Jungle, Jonestown, Craigtown, areas where PNP has a stronghold, if the JLP wins, that's your Prime Minister. They still are, the Prime Minister is still obligated to your social needs, whether you voted for him or not. I just wanted to say that before I go. Anyway, people, that's pretty much it for the day. I'm going to wait and hear what you guys have to say about this one. But you know, on my channel, I appreciate agreement and disagreement. Thumbs up and thumbs down, because at the end of the day, each one teach one. You've reached the end of my video, and that in itself is a support that I truly appreciate. Other ways that you can support this channel is by giving this video a thumbs up. But the most important way to support my channel is to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of my future uploads. The third way to support this channel is to go to my Teespring account and purchase in any of my merch. And the fourth way that you can support this channel is joining me in Patreon to give me a contribution to help me to do what I do here in YouTube. Once again, I want to thank all of you guys for checking out my video, and ask that you continue to join me, ENT Sabas, here on YouTube to see where my journey takes me. Until next time, peace.